I gotta tell you, I don't care where you're at, snorkeling at night is always spooky. But just stay together. There's a couple times I lost you. And keep your eyes out for gators.
Down here, I am definitely out of my element, but it's perfect conditions to find what may be the ultimate backyard beast.
I can't believe it!
I'm Brady Barr. Wild and dangerous animals are my passion. Now, I'm seeking out the creatures that live near you. I wouldn't want this in my backyard.
That is a monster!
Entangling with some real backyard monsters.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Howdy, sir. My name is Brady.
Brady.
Hey, I'm looking for a guy by the name of Dale Bordelon. Would you know who that is?
Dale?
Yes, sir.
Dale's daddy is married to my first cousin, Cecilia.
So you're related to Dale?
Well, through marriage, yeah.
Well, thank goodness, because I've been driving all over the parish looking for him.
But anyway, you got to go down, what, about 6-7 miles down there? Where you find it?
All right, well, if I don't, I'll stop and ask somebody else.
Okay, brother.
Have a good day.
Y'all be good.
All right. Most people know the South is full of big gators, but I'm here looking for another so-called gator. A lot of people don't even know it exists, but it can be right here in their own backyard. I've heard stories of alligator snapping turtles the size of a full-grown man, and word on the street is that they can take your hand or foot off in one quick bite. And then there's the alligator gar. It's got this massive head just full of teeth. It looks like an alligator, but it's not, it's a fish. And some legends say the big ones are man-eaters. I want to see if the giants are still out there and find out for myself if they're just as dangerous as people say. It's crazy, I'm in the middle of a field. Yeah, now what do I do? I saw some video of a guy by the name of Dale Bordelon pulling monster turtles out of the mud. I got one small problem though. I can't find Dale. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I remember you from videos that I've seen.
Master, pleasure to meet you.
Hey, pleasure to meet you. I gotta tell you, this is not an easy place to find. I've been on dirt roads, gravel roads, tar roads.
It's way off in the sticks, huh?
But I like it.
That's what makes it nice. You come out here, you don't see no one or nobody to bother you.
You know, word on the street is, if you're looking for turtles in Cajun country, you are the man to find. You know, I just came across you on the internet. I was looking for big turtles and footage, and I came across you, and the clip was a shrinking lake, and you were pulling these giant turtles out of the mud.
Look what we found, baby. When I look out in the mud, it's like my grandfather's so old and helpless.
Yeah.
And I figured someone need to help him. So we started relocating them to save them.
I gotta really hand it to you for relocating those animals. Dale found those massive turtles right here in his backyard. So I want to see if they're still out there. And the way to do that is to get our traps in the water. It's a big trap for a big turtle. Got what we need. Ready?
Yeah.
I know finding giant snappers is not going to be easy. These things are secretive and there's not many of them out there. They've been persecuted, they've been eaten as a food item, their eggs are heavily predated upon, loss of habitat. All that combines to mean fewer giant snappers in the wild. But if anyone can help me find one, it's Dale Bordelon.
Brady, they got a big hole right here. That's where I caught 3 or 4 big turtles. I think we're gonna set the trap right here.
Okay.
We'll set the bottom stump. That's good.
Hey, it looks perfect, right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Gator snappers will eat just about anything, and they have a great sense of smell. So we baited the traps with some stinky old fish carcasses.
Whew, it's a lot, huh?
Yeah, that's good. If those giant snappers are still out there, they'll come a-running. So, more is better. If I'm a big hungry turtle, I'm going for the biggest pile of bait.
Like a buffet, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to set another one in here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Try it right there, Brady.
Right here?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that looks good. We let our trap sit overnight to give the turtles a chance to smell the bait. Then we went back and met up with Dale's buddy, Russell Bourgeois. Russell caught an alligator snapping turtle around 20 years ago. Ever since then, he's been breeding it and releasing its babies back into the wild. Dale says this could be one of the biggest in the state. We've been sitting here anxiously awaiting
Here we are.
this monster turtle.
Well, let's go look at it.
Oh my gosh.
That's unreal.
That is a monster. We got to be careful getting this thing out of here because I think this thing could take your hand off.
Without a doubt.
1, 2, 3. Right there you go. All right, let's rest for a minute. Boy, that thing is strong. Look at that head. I mean, I've never seen anything like that.
That's a big one, huh?
We call them loggerheads.
Loggerheads,
But they're really alligator snapping turtle.
Right. That is like a stegosaurus. It's like a dinosaur's tail. That tail's over 2 feet long. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Up.
Watch your head.
We're gonna need everybody. Okay, you guys good?
So far, so good.
Don't let it get to the water. My goodness. To me, any gator snapper over 100 pounds is a real monster. And this one looked like it could be twice that size. Okay, yeah, you ready?
You help us.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see.
Okay.
Get 2 guys on your side and 1 over here. What is that?
205 pounds.
205.
Brady, I think you.
I think he's either getting heavier or we're getting weaker. Okay. That is one of the biggest gator snappers I have ever seen. And it's gonna allow me to put an old legend to the test. You hear these tall tales, you hear legends, myths, stories that these guys can break a broom handle into with their beak,
Yeah.
take a man's fingers off. I'd like to find out how legitimate,
That is.
that is. This is the model of a human hand, and this is called ballistics gel, and it closely mimics the density and viscosity of human flesh.
Okay.
And it's got chicken bones in the fingers.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna try to throw it in there and we'll see. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh! Look, I mean, look at that. That's your hand. If that's your hand, you just lost 2 fingers. Good night. Is that a bite? Woo! One of the tallest tales I've heard about these turtles is that it can bite a broom handle in 2. Now, I saw what it did with the model hand, but a broom handle, that's completely different. You've heard the old reports that these babies can bite a broom handle in 2.
Those are pretty stout. I doubt seriously that he'll bite that.
I don't think.
Well,
I mean, that.
nice little dent, but.
Yeah, you couldn't do that with your teeth. Let's try it again. There's no way he's gonna break a broom handle. None of us thought he could do it, but as we were wrapping up, I figured I'd get some close-up shots. It's almost like he was waiting for it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. We were wrong. We put a little mini spy camera onto a broom handle just to try to get a nice close shot of a bite, and look what happened. The turtle bit the broom handle in two. Unbelievable. There you go. We're gonna work tirelessly. I wanna catch one of these ourselves. And who's to say? I mean, there's gotta be some of these behemoths out there crawling around somewhere. Our traps have been sitting all night. Now it's time to see how we did. You never know what you're gonna catch, and there's sometimes you don't catch anything.
That's the one that had all that good bait hanging in it, huh?
Yeah. Still got all that good bait hanging in it. This is what I came to the bayou country to see. I was anticipating a little larger individual, but man, that is something. Yeah, here, let me just see if I can reach in and get him. Somebody, I got him by the tail.
Okay, let's pick him up.
I got him. It's a gator snapper. It's what you call a loggerhead. Easy to recognize this as a gator snapper, these three strong keels that go down the back of the shell. And man, look how spiky and pointy that is. And look at all these little appendages. Oh! That was so, no, he didn't get me, but that was so close. Man, he's small. I still think he could take a finger off. I'm sure this size really relies a lot on sit and wait hunting. Gator snappers really aren't built for moving around speed. Instead, they lie in the mud and wait. And they attract fish by wiggling a little thing in their mouth that's called a lingual lure. It'll wiggle that little lingual lure, and you can see it's wiggling it right now. I mean, the whole mouth is dark colored, except for that little lingual lure. And man, that little pink lure looks just like a worm. When a hungry fish comes along and investigates, bam, it's caught. The loggerhead's bite is just lightning fast. And look how strongly pointed the beak is. And that's just like a bear trap.
Like a razor.
You put anything in there, you are gonna lose it. No, well, we're gonna find a big one now.
Let's go, we'll go try him.
Nothing. Empty. Or drawing blanks. Man, we know the turtles are here, but something is going on. It's that right there, our pole's bent down. Well, I don't know, a 200-pound turtle could do that. Well, what was ever in there got out.
It tired up?
It ate all of our fish.
It's cool, look at, bend it all up.
Look at that, look at that. That's not easy to do. Dang, we just can't get any luck.
Hold on, Brady, it's gonna be a little bumpy right here.
All right.
We're going into the bad part now.
Oh, we are?
It might be tough to get there. This is what I bought boots for.
When the boat gets stuck, what do? You gotta get out and push. Man, there are a lot of hidden dangers in these waters.
I bet you it's about 8 inches of water. 8 inches of water and about 2 feet of mud.
So we come around the bend and we see what the problem is. Look at him. That's a big gator. But look at him, he's on top of it.
I thought he was in it.
I did too.
He's fixing to get in, huh?
Check it out. I mean, he's sitting, he's on top of the trap. Look at him. That's a big gator. He took off that way. He took off that way. Nothing. It's so disheartening. I mean, that alligator could have messed up every single trap. I didn't think we were gonna have much luck with that big gator roaming around. We caught a small snapper, but man, I'm out to find giant snappers and gar and see if they live up to their reputations. So we decided to change things up and see if we could land a big snapper. Dale's told me about a slough, a very isolated slough back in the bayou. Difficult to get to, but he's found lots of turtles there in the past. And he's gonna show me some crazy dangerous technique called noodling, where you feel for the turtles with your hands underwater. The idea of just blindly reaching into the water and hoping that I grab the end that doesn't bite, man, that's just crazy.
I'm gonna take a hard left and just try to go around this.
Okay.
And just stay with reasonable range. I'll get back to the water.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah. A lot of people would find this a hellish place, just a nightmare. It's a place filled with snakes. It's a rough, rugged type of place. I'll tell you, Dale, I love these kind of places. It's like going back in time. This crazy Cajun technique where you feel around under the water with your hands, that's something I've never done before, and I definitely wasn't comfortable doing it. You could have a 13-foot alligator laying right here in this much water, and you're not gonna see him. Man, I know finding giant snappers is not gonna be easy. These are secretive animals.
I see some bubbles right here.
Careful.
It was moving my stick all over.
Really?
Yeah.
There it is, there, I can see it, I can see it. Something's moving. See, it's moving that log. See that little stick?
Yeah.
It just moved that stick. Wait, I'm gonna try to move some of this duckweed off the surface. And be careful, if that's a gator, man, that thing will explode out of the water and it will take your arm off.
I think it's right there, Brady.
Really?
I feel something.
Well, here, I'm gonna reach down there. I'm gonna reach down there.
Follow me, wait, let me see if I can.
Are you on the top of it?
Right, follow my stick down. Just
Are you sure?
Follow it down.
There's something down there. There's something down there. Be careful, be careful. Be careful. I don't think it's a turtle. I'm not kidding you. I'm not sure what it is, but I don't think it's a turtle. It's not a gator. It's not a gator. Well, wait. No, wait. I've lost him. He's over here. He's over here. He's going your way. I'm just afraid to reach. I'm telling you, there's a turtle right here. Right
Serious?
here. Yes, I'm telling you, there's a turtle. He's headed your way.
Where's his
feel right there.
board?
Feel right there. Feel right there. I know. I'm scared.
There is something.
He's headed your way. Oh no, wait, I got him. I've got the shell right here. Watch out.
What is it?
Watch out. I don't know, he's a turtle. It's a snapping
God
turtle.
dang.
It's a snapping turtle. Look at that!
All right.
Look at that. Watch yourself. That's a common. Man, that was scary. He's different looking. That. Whoa. Yeah. These things are feisty.
They're very aggressive, I tell you that much. Very
More so
aggressive.
than the gator snappers.
I think so.
These common snappers are a lot smaller than loggerheads, but I'll tell you what, they make up for it with a bad attitude.
Look at it. Whoa. Watch it, mister. Watch it. Look at that neck.
They've got really long necks and strike a lot like a snake.
Whoa! Man, and what did I do? I started grabbing the shell and he almost got me by the fingers. A quick side bite. Here, put your stick up there and let's just see.
He can reach over his neck.
Oh, did you hear that? All right, I'll tell you what. I want to go that way we're gonna release him over that way.
That sounds good to me.
I'm gonna go over here and release him, and let's just keep going.
All right. Very good.
Finding that common snapper was the start, but we still need a big gator snapper.
You feel something?
You know what? I mean, it seems like when I feel something, I mean, it allows the turtle to escape. I mean, as crazy as it is, I'm gonna start going down quicker with my hand. You know, I know what these animals are capable of. I've seen it firsthand. You don't want to get anything in their jaws, particularly an appendage. I mean, they're gonna take it right off.
The biggest threat is a big gator laying up under here.
Yeah.
They got big gators back here.
Not only is this tiring, it's stressful.
But it's funny when you see no frogs over here.
Huh?
It's funny when you see no frogs over here. Not too many frogs.
Hey, I got a turtle. There's a turtle right here.
You
Dad,
serious?
There's a turtle. Yes, yes. Right here, right here.
You
right
here?
Yes, yes, yes. That's a turtle. That's a turtle. Careful. That's a turtle. That's a turtle. Feel him? Feel him. Pull him. Pull him.
Turtle!
No, it's a loggerhead. God, no. That's a loggerhead. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
That's what we've been looking for, man.
That is it, brother. I wanted so badly to come across a big turtle, and lo and behold, we find one. Wonder why they call them loggerheads. That says it all right there. Look at the size of that
I can't
head.
believe, man.
Man,
Dang,
loggerheads in the Louisiana bayou, catching them Cajun style. Does it get any better than that?
That's unbelievable.
Man, that is great. Woo! That thing's heavy. Man,
I can't believe, man.
man alive.
I cannot believe
Man.
that.
The great news is we caught a gator snapper. The bad news is we're in the middle of nowhere. I don't think we can get him home. I don't think we can get him back to camp to weigh him.
I bet you weigh 70, 80 pounds. At least 70, 80 pounds for sure.
Man, this has been incredible. And we caught it. What you call a loggerhead, what I call a gator snapper. The biggest freshwater turtle in North America. All right, I'm gonna put him right here. All right, big fella. Just don't get me wrong, this is an awesome capture and a beautiful turtle. But man, they get a lot bigger than this.
I'm gonna have to try elsewhere for a giant alligator snapper. But besides turtles, there's that other gator, the alligator gar. And right now, I'm just a few hours away from ground zero for those bad boys. So it's time to do some fishing.
How you doing this morning?
Good. How about y'all?
Oh, we're doing all right. Gonna do a day of fishing. I want one of those giant cinnamon rolls and the biggest coffee you got. Okay. That'll get me going. So you've seen some big alligator gar before?
Yeah, oh, yes, sir. We had one 210 pounds.
That's a big fish. Have a great day and stay safe. Thank you. Have a good day. Now I'm ready to go.
Monster gar have lived in these waters for ages. And with all those teeth, it's easy to see why some people fear them. But I want to know if they're as ferocious as some legends claim. So I meet up with a U.S. Fish and Wildlife team who are headed out to catch gar. But right away, we got a problem.
You're in the Mississippi River, Tom.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Mississippi River is flooding, which is great for the fish, but man, we just ran out of road.
When he sees water in the cab, he's gone far enough.
Yeah, when you get water in the floorboards, you're about to that point.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I'm calling this the Mississippi right here.
This is it. This is what it is, really.
And next week, it's gonna be back there.
That's right, the Mississippi's gonna be another end.
I meet up with fish biologist Ricky Campbell. He's gonna be my guide and hopefully turn me on to some monster gator gar. but the going's not gonna be easy.
A lot of this stuff, I'll just be running it over, so
Okay.
Just don't let it hit you when I go over. Heads up.
We launched our boat on a road, or where a road was before the water came up. Now we're having to hack our way through the brush to get to where the gar are.
One thing's for sure though, Ricky knows the area and definitely the fish.
So is that the Mississippi or is that just floodplain?
That's floodplain.
So that's not the river. Wow. These floodplains along the Mississippi River are vitally important to the gator gar because this is where they spawn. But like alligator snapping turtles, gator gar are in big trouble. Historically, gator gar have been persecuted. They've been killed because people thought that they were man-eaters, thought that they were competitors for game fish. For a number of reasons, they've almost been wiped off the planet by man.
Ricky's come out here to collect gar that can be bred in captivity so that their offspring can be released back into the wild. And I've come to see if these fish live up to their monstrous reputation.
So if we get in there and start stirring, they'll more than likely move this way.
Oh, so we're gonna kind of herd them over there.
They may go that way.
Let me get straight down here.
That's plenty good. Let it go fishing.
All right, it's go time. Let's go get this fish out of the net. Oh yeah, look at that. There's two, we got a double. I don't feel anything pulling. You grab a hold of the net, you actually feel it tug back. It's like, man, this is gonna happen. I'm gonna actually get to see an alligator gar. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's pulling. Oh, it's it! Look at that thing. Whoa. It's incredible. Man, I just saw the tip of the nose. It's not what I was expecting. Much bigger than what I'd anticipated. How big do you think that one is?
Get it in and we'll see here.
1, 2, 3! Oh! Man, that fish has got to be 7 feet long. That is an alligator gar, my friends. The head looks a lot like an alligator. And boy, the rest of the body looks like a dinosaur. Whew. That thing is a monster. Yeah, I was afraid we weren't even gonna see an alligator gar, but man, we catch the first one and then it's just nonstop action. The net seemed to be full of these massive fish. 1, 2, 3! Man, that's a fish! Woo. Watch out, you got a mouthful of teeth coming your way. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! What's out of the net? That's what we call the quick release. That's it. I like that. Thank you. Whoa! 1, 2, 3. Oh, hear those jaws snap?
Alligator gar are built for survival, but I can see why some people are afraid of them. Their upper jaws have 2 rows of huge teeth. A veritable bear trap if you're on the menu. And their overlapping scales are like armor, and just as hard.
These are ganoid scales. They're actually made from
Well, you feel
enamel.
them. I mean, it's just, it's like a rock. 1, 2, 3. See that toothy maw coming my way, man. I go the other direction.
I guarantee you.
These fish are tough. They can even gulp air at the surface when oxygen in the water gets low.
There, is that another breath? Woo! You ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoop.
Careful, careful.
Man, I almost went out the other side of the boat. You saved me, man. I was going over.
Good save, Corey.
Man.
You earned your pay today.
Yeah, got a fish and lost a man. I'm glad we got Corey on this boat. But man, his head came up and hit me.
Be careful now. Yep. We'll pull it out and let's get her whole body out. Let's roll her over towards your left, Brady.
Boy, I got my end up.
I know.
Okay. it always is so rewarding when I meet somebody like Ricky who's dedicated his career to saving an animal that's been persecuted. It's a big, ugly looking, people think dangerous beast, one that maybe they think should be destroyed. So, you know, the work he's doing is just so valuable because these are the types of animals that need all the friends they can get.
1, 2, 3. And you know it's a big fish when it takes 3 people to carry it. That's 3.
Today was my lucky day. Within a couple hours, we had 9 giant gar in the tank. But they're no monsters.
All right, we got another one to load up.
These fish will produce thousands of fry that can help bring this awesome beast back from the edge. I started this trip in Louisiana looking for gator snappers and was lucky enough to catch my first alligator gar in Mississippi. I'd say it's been a good couple of days. Now it's time to get back on the road and get the giant snapper I started out for.
I'm gonna head to Florida where I know they have some big turtles. And I have a friend and colleague who specializes in finding these big beasts. Anytime you have a turtle which can tip the scales at 200 pounds, like the alligator snapping turtle, that's special. These are massive animals. And people don't know that they're out there. They don't really know they exist because they're rarely, if ever, seen. You could swim right past one and never know it's even there.
I found that big one in Louisiana, but I'm still after a real giant like the ones I've heard of.
I got an old buddy of mine. We went to college together. He's an expert on turtles, and I think if anybody can turn me on to a giant snapping turtle in the wild, it's gonna be my old buddy, Jerry Johnston. Excuse me, old man, I'm looking for Jerry Johnston. Oh, it is Jerry! What's happened, man?
Man, how you doing?
On me.
How you doing? Both of us.
Good to see you, man. It's great to be here. So, what I want, and you say you can deliver, I want to see some giant snapping turtles. I want to see some prehistoric giants. I mean, I want to see the biggest of the big. And you say that you think that we've got some areas where we might actually see one of these animals.
This is it.
And we're gonna find snapping turtles. And I mean, look, got kids jumping in the water, families picnicking. We're gonna find these massive turtles beneath the surface right here.
Literally living with the people. And people have no idea.
So we're gonna jump in a boat and we're gonna head down this little slough and start checking the traps. You know, a lot of places where you find these giant snapping turtles, it's muddy, it's murky, it's hard to find these animals, you can't really see down in the water. But what's unique about this situation is they're freshwater springs bubbling from the ground in Florida. And the water is gin clear.
Yeah, this place is really special as far as turtles. With 10 species living together right here, there are really very few places on Earth where you could actually go and find 10 turtles living together in the same spot.
But also there's just a lot of individuals. You have a lot of turtles here.
Exactly.
And look, in this day and age, I don't have to tell you, turtles are in big trouble on a global scale. They're getting hammered.
Exactly, exactly. One of the beautiful things about where we are is commercial harvest didn't make it to this point where we are in the Santa Fe River.
Another reason why this is a special place.
Exactly.
All right, it's a turtle right there, see it?
That is a little common snapping turtle. Now, one of the really cool things that we found is that all of the little guys about that size, for both the alligator snapper and the common snapper, have been in springs. So we've got this hypothesis that these springs function as something like a nursery.
So you think that the babies hatch out, they may remain in here for a few years before then they venture out into the river?
Exactly.
Oh, look at that guy. Looks like a snapping turtle.
Yeah, a lot of people think it is a snapping turtle, but it's not.
I mean, look at that chunky head.
Yeah, that's a loggerhead musk turtle. Now these guys are actually, They're specialized carnivores. They got that big head for crushing hard stuff like crayfish and snails.
It's incredible. I mean, the head is almost, it's like a third of the size of the whole body.
Yeah.
Do they get bigger than this?
That's about as big as they get here.
All right, let's go check the next trap. I want to see a big one. Oh, there's something in this one. Trap's moving. The trap's moving. Watch out, it's deep here. It's a beaver. That's a beaver. Watch out. Don't get bitten by that.
Right, get the tail.
This is incredible. Look at that. Look at that big old beaver tail. Look at that. Do you ever see beaver? I mean, is this common, uncommon?
We see them all the time at night, but they usually don't go into our traps.
Whoa, that is a bad smelling beaver. Woo! I would never have dreamed that I'd see a beaver in Florida. I didn't even know they were here.
You know what? Most people don't even know they're here because they don't build lodges here. They dig burrows into the banks of the river, and they've got this network of canals that nobody knows about, but we know about it because turtles go in there.
So the snapping turtles utilize beaver holes.
Yep.
Awesome. I mean, as much as I'd like to sit here and play with this beaver, we got turtles to capture. Let's let him go.
Oh, he's gonna turn around.
A beaver catch is definitely a first for me, but these nursery springs just haven't paid off with a big gator snapper. So we decided to head into deeper water and hunt for the giants on their own turf. So the plan is we're gonna put our snorkel gear on, and you say we just snorkel along the shoreline and look under logs, the undercut banks.
We have to go where they're gonna be, and that means we're gonna probe the entire edge.
There are alligators.
They're definitely alligators.
I saw a few.
Yeah.
On the canoe.
Now you got experience.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the gators. I'm probably more worried about the turtles. This is a beautiful place, but you get down below with all the log jams and cracks and crevices and holes, and it's spooky. I mean, it's downright eerie. Man, it's intimidating.
Pretty cool, huh?
Well, you see there's a big hollow log right over here, and man, I stuck my head in there and felt around. You know, I put my hand in there and they look white like a fish, and I'm like, yeah, maybe that's not a good idea.
Yeah, they could be anywhere in here. Like literally any log, any undercut.
Let's just stay together, man. Sometimes I start looking around and I'm all by myself and I kind of get the willies.
These turtles are masters at disguise. You can be right up on them. I mean, you can have your hand on top of them and your hand or foot right in front of their face, and bam! They're gonna make their presence known, that's for sure.
Turtle?
Yeah, big one. It's under the log.
I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it. I see its head, that thing is huge.
I mean, I see this thing and I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like something out of the ordinary, and then boom, it just hits me like a bolt of lightning.
That is a turtle there, boys! Man!
That was a struggle.
I was running out of air. I couldn't get. Did you see that? I kind of kicked up some sediment, and you know the turtle becomes lost in this cloud of mud. My heart was just, you know, picked up its pace. And then, I mean, it's a whole new ball game because you don't know where the head is, and you've got fingers, and like, and then it was every man for himself. Oh, man, I just can't fathom. I mean, what does this weigh? Maybe 40 pounds?
About that, yeah.
That they can get.
And that's still just a small one.
Upwards of over 100, 200 pounds.
Exactly.
At this time of day, during the daylight hours, they're in the most inaccessible places. They're under the logs, in the logs, under the undercut banks. They're not out foraging or hunting or moving around. So maybe we should do this at night.
It's by far the best way to do it.
I'm a little leery of getting in the water looking for these turtles during the daytime, but at night, a whole nother ball game. I mean, the fear factor just got ratcheted up.
I don't care where you're at, snorkeling at night is always spooky. And with large carnivorous turtles swimming around, I have a feeling this is gonna be really spooky. And alligators. Speaking of, let's make sure there aren't any gator eye shines around here. 2, 3. No gators? I'm very disoriented. This vegetation is very thick. Man, there's lots of rocky ledges and holes. But just stay together. There's a couple times I lost you. And keep your eyes out for gators. Hey, Jack! I saw something. I saw a turtle, but it went into the vegetation. Whereabouts? This way. Let's look in this grass. Holy gosh! That's a record setter! I can't believe it! I can't believe it! Look at the size of that! This has got to be the baddest boy in the river. His hand is bigger than mine. Look at that. We caught a dinosaur. We caught a freaking dinosaur out here. Yeah, baby! Look at that thing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, man. We're gonna have to check what the maximum weight capacity is on this canoe. Are we gonna paddle or are we just gonna push?
Let's push.
I say push. You dang right we're gonna push. I'm not getting in the boat with that thing. Woohoo!
I've got my hands on this giant turtle, man. This is what I've been after. I mean, this is it. This is the payoff. I've got it in my hands. I don't think I can do it. They've got big, powerful limbs with sharp claws. They've got a sharp beak. If they wanted to, they could inflict some serious damage to the human body. If it was touch and go, who was gonna win, me or the turtle?
I knew Jerry'd come through. That thing was a true monster.
But now let's find out just how big it is.
That one's good right there.
I think, okay, should I go higher? 109, 110,
108.
108 pounds. That's a big turtle.
That's a heavy turtle.
But that's not the heaviest you've ever captured.
Not the heaviest, but it's in the top 5.
Woo! We got a top 5 turtle.
It's in the top 5.
That's great.
If you think about it, in the wild nowadays, there aren't many turtles like this still out there. So shall we release it right here?
I had high hopes for this expedition. I really wanted to capture a giant wild gator snapper. And you know what? Mission accomplished. I couldn't be happier. Man, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Incredible.
That's
We caught a monster turtle.
Unbelievable. I'd heard all the legends about giant gator snappers and monster gar plying the waters of the South. And you know, now it's great to see that they're still out there. And they could be right in your own backyard.